Shalom, brothers and sisters. We want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi. This is a channel update. We have some backup channels and a new channel created. Church of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi Ba is a new channel that we'll be uploading regular content to. We also have the Spiritual Art of War, which is our backup page. We have Church of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi is lit. There will be links in the description box, so that way you can link, subscribe, and remember to hit the notification bell, because as you know, there's a suppression of the truth, and many brothers and sisters are not able to get alerts of the content because there's a shadow ban on many of the pages throughout YouTube. And any additional pages or content that will be created in any other websites, we will update accordingly if time permits. Shalom.
Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. We want to give all glory and praises to our Heavenly Father Yahweh. In the name of our Lord and Savior Yahawashi, grace and mercy be abound to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We are waiting on the second coming of our Lord and Savior Yahawashi Hamashiach. He's prophesied to take down the kingdom of Eden, according to the scriptures, Babylon the Great, and basically set up an everlasting kingdom. And we have to talk about Edom, because Edom is end-time biblical prophecy. And the nation that was to rule the world, according to second Esdras, the eagle, right? Thou eagle that was going to take over the whole compass of the earth. The eagle that was going to take over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And the whole compass of the earth meaning the whole globe. Influence through politics, through trade, economics, right. And we can see that it's bubbling up to the surface, as we talked about last week with Kanye West, and we're kind of building up upon that a little bit, just to kind of talk about what's going on with our people, the state of our people. And at some point, oppressed people are going to revolt. Not like Diddy's channel called Revolt, which is a fake, that's controlled opposition. Yep. But a true revolt is going to happen among the people that's going to be sick and tired. They're going to stop participating in politics. That's right. They're going to start calling out the inconsistencies and the hypocrisies that they see in the society. And these Edomites, this is the biggest thing that they've been worried about, is the minds of Jake just shaking up. Like in Ezekiel 37, the bone shaking. And basically a revolt coming up among the body of the people. And that was going to start with the tribe of Judah. That's how you know certain prophecies and people are who they are. Like, you just can't get around it. It was prophesied that Judah was going to be the revolter, the main one that was going to stand up against Edom. And you could see that stuff on Kanye. Yeah, he doesn't have the full understanding. Yeah, he's all over the place. He'd be talking like an alt-right person 1 minute, next minute he's talking like Malcolm X. Yeah. But you can see the confusion in his mind. He's seeing things and he can't unsee it. Yeah. And so a lot of us have already went through that stage. Fortunately for us, we didn't have it publicly. He wasn't famous, he wasn't known, so we were able to, in private, go through these freaking inconsistencies in our mind until the Most High brought us into the true understanding of the gospel. And now we have a stable mind, right? Whereas, what's his name? Kanye West doesn't have it, but we can use the conversation to talk about what's going on in the state of our nation.
That's
so
right.
the brother's going to go into some stuff. But what you want to say?
Like the scripture say in Ecclesiastes, though, that oppression makes a wise man mad.
Yep.
You know, and that's the point where Kanye's at.
Yep.
He's mad, man, because of the oppression, and he can see it, how it's been affecting him personally. Even though he got all this money, the oppression is still piling up on him to where it's making him, he got to scream.
We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of jakes be jealous of other jakes that got money. But the thing about it is they're still oppressed.
Y'all
don't understand.
That's right, man.
They still oppressed.
That's right.
They got to dodge Esau from tax stuff. Look what's happening to Wesley Snipes. And so remember that every year they was hitting him with extra money on the taxes, saying, oh, he would owe back taxes from this year and that year.
Yeah.
They kept hitting him all the time. All this stuff, the money is not enough to, it doesn't overcome oppression. A lot of jakes, y'all worship money. Y'all think when you get it, it's over. And Esau always gonna remind you, it ain't over. That's why a lot of these famous jakes, a lot of jake men, look how their careers end. All of them end in tragedy or controversy, bro. Like almost all of them.
That's right. And this what Kanye going through, it's coming to the point to where, just like the scripture say in Thessalonians, like the son of perdition, he gonna be revealed in the end times.
Right.
And it's starting to prove more and more who the devil is, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And Kanye see that now. He's starting to see it.
Yep.
And hopefully, Lord willing, being that his platform is so big that it open their eyes and wake up a lot of other jakes too.
Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 22. Then answered I and said, I beseech thee, O Lord, let me have understanding. For it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily, namely, wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen. And for what cause the people whom thou hast loved is given over unto ungodly nations.
Come on.
And why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught, and the written covenant come to none effect. And we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and out of life is astonishment and fear, and we are not worthy to obtain mercy.
Come on, man.
You want to break that down?
You can go back up a couple of verses.
Verse 23.
Yeah.
For it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily, namely, wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen.
Yeah, like the brother of Israel is given up as a reproach. That's what's on his mind daily.
Right.
Like, so he was kind of corrected for thinking upon things that were too high for him. And he said one of the things that really bothers his mind is that Israel's given as unto a reproach unto the heathen. And that's what kind of was occupying the mind of Ezra, which should occupy the mind of all men that have wisdom. And that's what's happening with Kanye, is that he's looking at the state of our people and saying, man, we're actually at the bottom, we're a reproach, we have to go to these people for the want of all things. That's freaking curses that he's talking about. Now, he don't got the freaking people to break it down for him properly, but these are the things you start to think about, and then when you get to the scriptures, like, dang, that's exactly what I was thinking. I just had the words to put it together. And that's what is the reproach of the heathen, is us as a people that are basically being looked down upon. We're being basically, we're the ones that face the defamation. The Anti-Defamation League with them yarmulkes, the yarmulke wearers, them guys have a whole thing called the Anti-Defamation League. Meanwhile, they've actually defamed the people of Israel. And basically promoting a lot of the stuff that they accuse us of being, like, meaning you promote all this negativity and say, oh, that's y'all. Like the brother was saying earlier before we started, that's black culture. So all the negative aspects of living and behavior is all associated with us. Yeah. And that's a reproach unto us.
That's right, man. And it's all the way they have projected us to, they put that image on us. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually was forced it on us, like through the youth, through the music, through the media. You know, and then like the youth, they just believe that type of stuff and run with it.
Yep.
This is how you're supposed to be black. This is what you got to do. You got to go sleep with your brother's wife. You got to hate your brother. This is what they teach us to do.
Yeah.
But then they turn around us. Man, that's the bad people over there. Stay away from them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Other people's come over here.
Yeah.
People around the world, they start to stereotype and say, oh, don't be around them because they're gonna do this and that to you. You see how they treat each other. You see how what they do. They leave they have kids and out of wedlock. And now people don't even know in the system that they didn't incentivize the women to be single mothers.
Yeah.
Y'all even know that these young girls have literally been trained to believe that the man is not of any substantial importance in the house.
Yep.
They've been trained to believe that they don't need a man.
Don't need a man.
Because the government came in and basically subsidized their provision, their stuff that they need. What? Housing, food. Basically shelter and food is the main things, the main basic necessities. And they say, well, I can go get it from the government, so I don't need them. And they create a whole culture of dysfunction.
Like we were talking about last night, what you had said, it was some guy that did a video on how the woman receives over $60,000 to $70,000 in subsidies and help from the government.
Yep.
So she don't need a man.
Yeah.
Because she getting so much assistance from the government, she don't need a man in the house.
Yeah, it's called a cost-benefit analysis. These women, they don't know what that is, but that's what they're saying. They say, wait, listen, I either get a man who's gonna work, but I gotta be moving a certain way around him. I can't do this or that. Or I can go to the government and do what I wanna do. And then I can mess with the men that I wanna mess with when I wanna mess with them.
Yeah.
And then if I don't like them, I discard them. Just like my next door neighbor did to her man. She discarded her man, and she basically dogged him out. I freaking heard the whole thing when it went down. She kicked him out the house, took his stuff, threw it on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Basically was like really like on some Woman King type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Small shit. She's able to push a grown man out of her place because she was already being taken care of by, you know, the different resources that she had gotten from the government, subsidies, child support.
Losing it though. She don't wind up losing the house though.
And
over her aggression.
Yeah, but her aggression, she caused a dust up. He started busting shots.
Yep.
And then the police came. They had a whole SWAT team out. He already even ran off. She was in the house. The SWAT team was out there for hours. When she finally came out in the morning, after her people came, they done arrested her for basically, you know, non-compliance. They took her to jail and took her kids out. Her parents got her kids. They took her car. Her people had to get her car. People came over like a week later to come and take stuff out of the house. I'm like looking at them. I'm like, this girl that messed up her whole setup.
That's a shame, bro.
Because because she thought she was the boss. She was the boss bee, and then she riled up the guy to the point where he started busting shots. And you know, that's really to scare her. But it led to a whole bunch of problems. She ended up, you know, and you got a lot of our people, they do that. At the end of that 23.
I still got it.
You still got it?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah, kind of. End of that 23 is heavy.
Verse 23. For it was not my mind to be curious of the high things, but of such as pass by us daily, namely, wherefore Israel is given up as a reproach to the heathen. And for what cause the people whom thou hast loved is given over unto ungodly nations. And why the law of our forefathers is brought to naught, and the written covenants come to none effect.
Yeah, that's why you don't even see the laws of, because we were given over as a reproach unto the heathen, like Scripture says, we're going to follow their ways. We're going to become Gentiles, meaning the scattered Israelites among other nations. Like they said to Yahushua, will he go into the disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? Meaning those that were given up to the other nations, just like he said. Israel given up unto the ungodly nations, because the ungodly nations are the nations that know not God. The ones that didn't have a covenant with him by sacrifice. And so we are among these people, learning their ways, their customs, and the laws of our Lord is not even upheld in any way.
Yep.
It's completely rejected. And anybody who goes into that or brings up this is the way to live, you're shot down in this society.
That's right.
As saying, as being a person that's insensitive to other people's ways of living, because you're against these alternative lifestyles and these alternative ways of thinking, and you're against eating these unclean foods. People look down upon us. They look down upon us. And the covenant is what? Of none effect.
Yep.
Is of none effect in our lives of our people.
That's what these heathen nations do, though. That's what happens when these heathen nations take on our God and try to push him back on us the way they think it's supposed to be done. You know, and that's how we get shone so far away from our God, man, our power.
Yep.
You know, by these other nations. And for instance, it's Christianity. But you can see like the Roman Empire did it, and now they doing it now. They take our God as their God, you know. They take it over. They take over our God. They take over our heritage and everything.
Yep.
And be like, Israel is no more. We don't need Israel. But Israel is a key thing in this Bible, man.
Yep.
It's the key thing in this scripture, man.
Correct.
The Most High and his people. That's the key thing. But that's what they take out the equation. They take out his people. But they want to keep the God as theirs. You know? But you can't get to the Most High. Can't none of these other nations even get to the Most High but through his people.
Yep.
And they don't understand that. Like, we are a key part of the equation, man. None of these other nations can get to the Most High God unless they go through his people.
Yep.
That's what the promise was made to Abraham was all about.
Yeah.
You know? We are going to be the ones that's going to bring the light to these other nations, man, to these people.
Yeah, to tell you that, that we will be the ones that will teach the other nations how they ought to live. And if they don't do it, we're going to get the rod of correction upon them.
That's
and if
it.
the nations that refuse to bow, they're going to basically get destroyed. They're going to get completely eradicated.
That's right.
As it tells you in the prophecies. So that nation that will not serve you, that nation shall be destroyed. Yea, that nation shall be what? Utterly wasted.
Utterly wasted.
That's it, utterly wasted. Meaning if they don't bow down to that, and like the brother said, they gotta serve the children of Israel, and they gotta basically live in the ways. When you had servants of other nations in the land, the law was that they were to not basically do the things that to basically follow your ways.
That's right,
to
man.
not pollute the land and bring sin into it. So they had to follow everything.
And these head Edomites, they be pushing all this wickedness upon the children of Israel. All they doing is making it worse for their whole nation, man.
Yeah.
Their whole nation is gonna get punished for the wickedness that they are doing towards the Most High people, man.
Yep.
Because when we went wrong against the Most High, our whole nation went into captivity, and we all been under curses ever since. So whenever the Most High come back to redeem his people, those who did them wrong, they gonna suffer, man. Whether they was so-called good or bad, they gonna suffer at the hands of his people, man.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great things of words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And that's what these people did. They wore out the saints of the Most High.
Yep.
There's the time when they actually took away identity. They changed our identity to black, and then they said, "Oh, you're black today. Oh, you're this, you're that." Took away whole identity, created a new identity, then gave you the culture for that identity. Propagated among your people, had sellouts like Diddy, Dr. Dre, all these people that are in high places, all these people like in the Congressional Black Caucus, your Al Sharptons, all these people, your Sheila Jackson Lees and all that, right?
Yep.
They basically use these people, prop them up as leaders to come and feed you poison. And now you're completely worn out.
Yeah.
And these people, these Edomites just have their foot on our neck. That's why they really don't believe we're going to be able to rise up. That's why everybody talking about, oh, China's going to be next. They don't see that we have that opportunity. So a lot of our people, because they don't understand the prophecy, they don't have faith, they're not going to see a way out. So a lot of them are just complying. They're conforming. They don't know any better. Many of them have been left blinded to follow the ways, like the brother was bringing out, of the lawless one, the son of perdition.
Yep, that's right, man.
Who said that, and who would deceive those that believe not the gospel. and take pleasure in what? Unrighteousness.
Unrighteousness.
Go ahead, you got something?
No, it says there that second edge.
Let's continue on verse 25 in Daniel chapter 7. And to think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a times and a dividing of times. Now, that even goes back into the precept in Revelations about how their dead bodies shall lie in the streets for 3.5 days, meaning should be given unto them for this particular period of time until what? The Spirit of the Lord came and rose them up. You can get that. What's that? Is that Revelation? Because it tells you that the beast came out the bottomless pit and went to war against the saints, and the dead bodies were laying in the streets, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Revelation, Revelation 11, 7 and 11. Revelation. Yeah, I guess it. Revelation 11 and 7.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them, and kill them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, whereas also our Lord was crucified.
Now that place, Sodom and Egypt, is Babylon.
That's right, man.
It's Babylon the Great. It's spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. It's also known as Babylon the Great. And it tells you the valley of the dry bones in Ezekiel 37 about how these dead bones that are slain live. Because what, that beast that came out the bottom of the slit was red. You go into the other prophecies in Revelation, it tells you that beast was red. Why is it a red beast? Had a power structure, 7 heads, 10 horns. What does that mean? That beast was Esau. And then it was breaking down this power structure, 7 heads and 10 horns. And how these different horns came up and rose and ended up falling down, and how another horn came up into it that spoke great blasphemies. Well, what was it talking about? Later on, it tells you that this beast had a woman that laid upon it, right?
Yep.
That was known as a great horn. It was a magnificent thing. It was arrayed in purple and scarlet. And it ruled over the kings of the nations, right? Well, where did that happen? Where was this darkness? Where was this madness happening? If you can't see that we're in captivity, Kanye West was telling we're slaves to these people. The brother yesterday was talking on the conference call about bringing up that 13th Amendment, about how they didn't abolish slavery. They just simply transferred how it's done. No Edomite in here can prove to you that slavery was abolished. Actually, the amendment in which slavery was abolished. These constitutionalist Edomites, they can't do it because it don't exist. That's why they got the freaking prison industrial complex. They got a school to prison pipeline. They have destroyed our minds completely, erased our identities. Now the people are waking up. And a very dangerous thing is for a man to say, I'm really the Jew. We're the real Jews. When Kanye West saying that on TV, with the influence he got, that is a very dangerous thing.
Yep. They don't want that.
They don't want you to hear that, because that's the first step in you understanding your condition. It's like, damn, when you understand, especially for people that lost their identity. See, back in 2,000 years ago, you came, you understood who you were. Now you got to get the gospel. Then you had the people that were scattered. They were hit with the gospel of Yahawashi. Hey, they come through with talking about Yahawashi. That's what we're pushing. We're pushing Yahawashi to our people. We could come through and push Yahawashi to people, and then understanding sin, needing to be forgiven, then you understand why is that important. Well, okay, look, there's a covenant that was established in Mount Sinai back during the time of Moses. You know who Moses is? Okay, you know the children of Israel are? Okay, well, they were given a covenant that was told if they didn't follow it, these type of things would happen to them. Well, damn, that sounds like us.
Yep.
So what do we do next? You got to confess Yahawashi. Be baptized in his name for remission of sins. Boom. That's the light bulb. That's the ultimate light bulb that really the next step for a man like Kanye to get to. And when you go through the prophecies, you see it. Daniel, matching up with that. In fact, you go down to I think verse 12 on that one.
Which one?
On that Revelation. The Revelation 7. I think it's what verse were you at? It's 11 to 7. 11 to 7. Yeah, 11 to 7. Now go read all the way down to 12. Because 13, I believe, is where the earthquake happens, which is after they elect the seal. But where we stop at, you keep reading down. It was 11, right? Revelation 11. You started at 7. Started at 7. You started at 7.
Okay, I read 8.
You're at 8. Keep going.
And this is verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Now those are the Israelites were what? Put amongst the ungodly nations, like the brother read in 2 Ezra 4.
That's them.
Those nations saw, the ungodly nations saw the children of Israel who were scattered among them being dead. Now there was a place where they were the most dead. You get what I'm saying? We talk about all the time, like the most dead that we were at is in Babylon.
That's right, man.
Because this is where we're the most backwards, where the law fully is of our fathers is of none effect. The covenant of our fathers is of none effect completely, meaning not even the ways that the covenant said to live. Eat this way, live this way, right? Man rules the house, he has a say. Woman is supposed to be to help me. All these things are completely broken over here.
That's right, man.
That's why you got these guys that are going overseas looking for wives. They're looking for women that are actually operating according to this. They can't even find a woman operating according to just the natural way a woman's supposed to operate here. They got to run and get a passport and fly overseas. That just shows you how destroyed, you know what I'm saying, the people are.
Right.
Go ahead.
As a nation. Verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them.
They were happy, these other nations.
And make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Yeah, when you go into the precept upon precept, it's about Judah and Israel.
Gone.
2 candlesticks, when you go into, I think it's Zechariah. They go and break it down who the 2 candlesticks are that were before the Lord and the earth.
2 prophets.
Yeah, and in fact, when you go to Ezekiel 37, which is kind of the same breakdown of this, the dead bodies lying in the street, the brother's going to bring the precept out in the next verse, I believe. And when you go into it, it was 2 what's it called? Sticks in Ezekiel 37 that were brought together.
Yeah, the 2 sticks, the northern and the southern.
The northern and the southern kingdom. Yeah. So this still matches up. Keep going.
And verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah,
you can see that in Ezekiel 37. It's the same thing.
Right.
And so when the breath came upon them, they stood upon their feet in what? An exceeding great army. That was the fear. That's what you're seeing with Kanye West, is that the bones is shaking. The bones to the bones of the people is shaking. The identity, the sinews, you know what I mean? The ligaments, the skin came upon them. Then you breathe upon them. Then what? They stand on their feet.
That's right.
Now the fear is coming upon them. This is the scariest thing to these people that rule the world, is even a man like Kanye West, knowing who he is and pointing out who the enemy is.
That's right.
And then saying he's ready to die.
Yeah.
So now he said in the interview, what did he say?
He said he's ready to die. He's ready to lose everything.
And what will happen if they kill him? What did he say? What happened after that? If they kill him?
What did he say? I can't recall what he said.
He said, a guy bigger than me. So I'm going to inspire somebody even bigger than me.
It's going to spawn more after him.
More people of him.
That's right, man. And that's what we hoping it would do right now while he living. We don't want the brother to be put to death by these.
But if he did, that'd be the worst thing they can do.
That's right.
I don't care if they say it's a drug overdose. Or he jumped, like the brother said today, he jumped off the building. He committed suicide. It don't matter what, because people are watching.
Yep, that's right.
And they know if something happened to them, they're going to be like, these them people.
It's them.
And you better believe there'll be a freaking, it'll be some stuff that'll happen. That's the whole social media now if that stuff happens. Because the conspiracy theories come out the freaking woodworks, and people will be talking about it, and they're going to have to shut YouTube down. Everybody talking about Kanye West, everybody's talking about how these people did it. Then they're going to look at all them executives. They're going to write their names down. They're going to be like, y'all did this. And then some of them artists will start feeling some type of way. It's going to be a percentage of them that's going to be like, F this amount. You know what I mean? You're going to see a bunch, right? You're going to see a bunch of artists that know Kanye West talking some true stuff, and they gonna be like, I'm done. Hey, how come so-and-so didn't come to a concert? He's supposed to be in this city and that city performing. He out of there because what they did to his boy, and he know what happened.
Out of there.
And then you got them coons coming up on the TV talking about, hey, we're upset with Kanye West. We're sad to have Kanye, it's a sad thing that happened to him, we want everybody to get their mental health in order and yada, yada, yada.
They don't give a two hoots about Kanye, man.
Don't give a damn. I said, and that spirit of life that breathed into him is these words that come out of the gospel. The same words that Yahawashi was given by the Most High, Yahweh, to speak unto the people, that was given over to the apostles and the prophets and the evangelists and the teachers of the Lord, that continued on those same words, the words of eternal life. And that knowledge in the mind of the people, when it gets there, it's going to grow. If it gets on good ground, it's going to bear fruit. And other people can eat off of it, and they can grow. And then you get to the point now where some of you jakes know about being Israel. Now some of them may not agree that they are Israel. Yeah. They might still be on some other stuff, but some of them have heard it. Now the gospel is, hey, we got a Savior coming.
That's right, man.
And these elites at the very, very top, they know it's true. They see the chariots.
They know.
That's why they gotta wait. They see the chariots flying through. They know, okay, we know what it is. We know who they're here for, so they gotta tread lightly. Okay, we're just gonna keep making them, we're gonna pay some of their own people that hate their own people to keep them down. That's why they gotta do stuff through, what do you call it? They gotta do stuff through like puppeteering. They don't even wanna directly even influence you. They gotta go pay a Jake to go do it directly to you. They don't even want to do it directly. They trying to indirectly control you.
They find a Jason.
Because they so scared to actually go and do it themselves. They like, we don't want, well, we could always say that they're doing it. We're just paying them to just do rap. That's
exactly what they do.
We're just paying them to rap.
That's exactly what they do.
We're not guilty. So I said, if possessors slay them, hold themselves not guilty.
Yep.
And they go and they influence you to go kill your brother. They sit back there and say, we didn't do nothing. He was promoting crippling and blooded and crippling and trap music and doing this, that, and the other, and he just got killed. I mean, you got nothing to do with Pop Smoke being killed.
They can't blame us for killing each other.
You had nothing to do with Tupac being killed.
I have something to do with that.
Knowing damn well you done put the culture in the mind of Orlando Anderson and Keefe D. And all them guys that was doing stuff to death row, and they was beefing back and forth. That stuff was all the stuff he was putting in their minds.
Just like that,
over generations.
That Edom might go get on the camera, and and ask Kanye a question like, Kanye, what did we do to you to make you so upset? Man, and the dude started telling y'all what y'all did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Kanye should have went there, like we could say, with some books, man. In their own words, that those people wrote.
They wouldn't even be able to say nothing if you come with the books,
Yep.
You can literally come and be like, print out, I want y'all to look these books up, man. You would have went on Amazon, them jokers would have been gone.
And them books is out there, man.
Yeah, them jokers would have been gone off Amazon. As soon as you look it up, they'd be like, not available, not available, not available.
Yep.
Because
and it took all that stuff down. He probably wouldn't even be able to go do the interviews. If he would have been, they'd have been on his coming with facts, with the books, speaking facts. But if he would have came with hard proof, hard copy, they wouldn't even let him go on Drink Champs or none of that.
Remember, you said it before when he got on Drink Champs, they had them Amalekites in the room.
They was in there. Noriega named 2 Amalekites that was in the room.
Yep.
And one of them, he gonna say that was he was a good friend to him.
Yep.
That's why Noriega kept trying to defend him, and at the same time, not all of them bad, Kanye. Come on, Ye. Not all of them bad.
They in New York. That's their freaking stomping grounds. So Nori, he done seen all them jokers.
Kanye gave him a good analogy though. I love that analogy he gave him though.
What'd he say?
He was like, if somebody from another hood come and roll on me or roll on one of my boys and kill one of us or shoot one of us, we gonna go blame his whole hood.
After hold up and stop.
Yeah, we gonna blame his whole hood.
Is that it's all,
Yeah,
the whole hood is
that's
all
it.
is the enemy.
That's right, man.
See, that's the Chicago mentality.
We ain't finna
That's-
just
that's-
blame one person. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the whole hood foul. That's he repping that hood.
Yeah.
So the whole hood.
That's how David wrote out.
Yeah, that's how David did.
Yeah, that's how
So
David wrote. The
Yeah.
whole nation gotta get it.
That's right, man. How the Most High think.
That's how the Most High think too.
The
That's,
whole nation gonna get it.
yeah,
You know, if one of us go off,
yeah.
like what was I was just looking at that today, man. It was God dog it, it's gonna come
You
to
talking
it.
about the Genesis one? It was Sodom and
I
Gomorrah. You
think it's
talking
in
about
Chronicles.
in Chronicles.
I can't think what it was, man.
If the king go off and the whole nation go off type thing, and they get, whole nation get judged with the king because
Yeah.
he went off
Uh-huh.
and made the whole nation go off, and the whole
That's
nation
it.
got to go into
Gotta
captivity.
go into captivity, man.
That's what happened.
right,
That's
man.
what happened, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the prophets went through that. They actually went into captivity.
Yeah.
Was it Isaiah, whatever, warning them? You got them prophets that was warning the king of Judah.
Yep, right. I think it was
What's his name? What's that? The Manasseh, the prayer of Manasseh.
Yep, sure did. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Where he wrote about how they messed up and why they in the condition they in. He wrote that while in captivity.
That's right, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that's where it's coming to that point where this man is getting exposed, man. The son of perdition, Esau. He's starting to get exposed to the world of who he is, man. Kanye finally done seen it. He done opened his eyes up and he's starting to see it. And hopefully a lot of brothers, be like I said earlier, being Kanye's platform is so big, hopefully a lot of other ones open their eyes and come to the realization that who the enemy is, man. And who the enemy always been.
Come on, bro.
You know? It's not some guy in a red suit with a long tail and with a pitchfork and the horns on his head. Nah, he walking around here around you every day. You know? That's the enemy.
Yeah, yeah.
The scriptures tell you this, man. You know?
Yeah, talk about the Jews' enemy. We
Yeah,
talk about
that's
what's
right.
the boy? What's that boy from Esther? Haman. Haman the Agagite,
Yeah.
the Jews' enemy.
That's right, man.
They called him the Jews' enemy. I mean, it's very simple.
That's right.
I mean, these people are like our mortal enemies, bro. It's funny because I was talking to my mom and
Ever since the womb.
we were talking
I
about
want to let it be known.
how the Iranians, how the Persians, how they like kill some of their women over like their promote because the women are not being conservative.
Yeah.
I forgot some women got killed and became international news. And I told mom, I said, them Persians been beefing with the so-called Europeans for the last like 2,500 years. They don't want to have their culture be pushed along. I said, but we got a deeper beef with them than they do. But at least they're responding in a way that's antagonistic against these Edomites. Our people have a condition that's similar. Like the brother said, those are the people that Satan ain't gonna come here and show himself. He's gonna work through
That's right, man.
his people. Like it tells you when you go into the prophecy, it tells you that the dragon gave the beast his seat and his great authority.
That's right.
The dragon is Satan. It tells you that when you go preach about precept, and it tells you that the dragon gave him his power, his seat, and his authority, his power.
That's right.
And who's working, I think you got to read it in there, right? In Second Thessalonians. It's going to tell you. Who's
yeah.
working is after the what?
Right.
You got it?
Right. So right.
So the brother going to go into it. That's why Kanye's exposing. That's the cold thing about it. When you really break it down, even though his mind be left all over the place, but when you go into the stuff he's on point with, you be like, damn.
That's right, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. I'm going to read it 3 again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming it has after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Yeah, so when you go into this man is talking about is Esau. And Esau is described as a beast in Revelation. Yep. Now we're going to read that they said his power is after the coming of Satan, meaning he got the freaking Satan, he got the power, he got a source of deception and power that came as after the likeness of Satan. Now,
that's right.
This is Revelation 13, and I stood upon the sand. We'll break all this stuff down, Lord willing, and in more detail. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his 10 crowns, his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. So the dragon, it tells you in another precept that the dragon is Satan, and that's how the beast got his power, his seat and his great authority.
That's right.
Which allowed him to do these things, like the brother just read in 2 Thessalonians, after the power and coming of Satan.
That's right, man. The lawless one.
And that's why these yarmulkes, these small hats, they're upset that Kanye West is saying y'all are deceivers.
Yep.
Y'all are actually poisoning our people. Y'all are pushing poisonous culture and music among our people and making profit off of our dysfunction.
Yep.
Kanye West talked about abortion. He talked about the drugs being promoted, the dysfunction being promoted, among the people, violence being promoted among the people, all in the name of entertainment. But that entertainment is being pushed and has become so pervasive, it's a culture. And that was the whole point of it.
Who is the head of all these record labels, man?
Yeah.
It's the so-called Jewish people.
Yep.
They are the heads of all these labels, man.
Yeah.
They run all the news, the head of all these high media networks, man. Look it up.
Look it up, bro.
Dude wasn't telling no lies, man.
Yep.
He wasn't telling no lies.
All these records, like you go and you look up, P from QC.
Yeah.
The guy that runs Migos is under, and a few other artists under. I think Little Baby's under QC. Look who his distribution deal, Quality Control Music, QC Music is under. Look who Bad Boy was under all the years. Look who was connected to. Who were they signed to? Aftermath, G-Unit, right? Jimmy Iovine. The guy that was a business partner, that basically he was the head of the label of Interscope.
If what Kanye was saying didn't have no relevance and was a lie, why would they go to such lengths to try to ruin the dude's life, man?
Go over the list of what they've done so far.
Yeah.
In the last week.
The last couple of days, really.
Yeah.
They done canceled him with, what's that? I can't even pronounce the Italian company. Balenciaga.
Yeah.
They done canceled that. They done
Chase Bank.
Chase Bank. Won't allow him to bank there no more.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Vogue magazine that canceled all relationships with him.
Yeah.
And now you got Adidas. What's that organization? The Jewish organization?
Anti-Defamation League.
Anti-Defamation League. They've been pushing Adidas to cut all ties. Yeah. So now Adidas is having a round table about the brother to see if they gonna cut all ties with him.
They got some Yeezy shoes that's still released on schedule. I get the alert from Adidas talking about the new Yeezys is coming out.
Yeah.
They still sending that stuff out, but they don't know what to do because they're gonna lose like probably 12 to 20% of their market by not having. But at the end of the day, this ain't about money for them. They create the money. It's about power and control.
That's right. That's what they're trying to do.
They'll be willing to lose a couple of $1 billion off of ending the Yeezy partnership for the sake of maintaining power over you.
And destroying him. Yeah. And destroying him.
And they don't cut it off, man. Because we were looking at the articles. This is like from TMZ, CBS, Ari Emanuel, who's the head of, I forgot, but he's the guy who used to own William & Morris, Endeavor. He's the CEO of Endeavor, which represents a lot of the major entertainment, they represent a lot of entertainers. He's the CEO. He wrote a memo saying that companies should all cut ties with Kanye West. And this is a guy that's the head of entertainment, one of the entertainment heads.
Yeah.
So-called Jew, Yarmulke, small hat, the same guy that Kanye West said controls everything. Ain't that funny?
Ain't it though? Just get on camera and make an announcement, and then everything go into effect.
Yeah, and they cutting ties left and right.
Yeah. But they proving exactly what the brother was saying.
Come on, bro.
Like they proving exactly what he's saying, man.
He's like he sacrificed himself to show you that they control
That's
stuff.
what they doing. And that was some power to just go on camera and just to say the words out your mouth, and then everything started taking effect the next day.
They just sent out a memo. So-and-so CEO of such and such, such. Oh, man, they cutting that stuff off. This is billions of dollars.
And
see how many, listen, bro, these people are willing to cut off billions of dollars a year off of Yeezy's influence in fashion and entertainment just for the sake of preserving their own reputation that they freaking built up in the world to make you feel sorry for them jokers for that fake politics. So they can go live in your land while promoting mass wickedness with their Tel Aviv and trying to get our people to go off, man. They create all kind of confusion among our people. It's getting so bad. Bro, they promote so much stuff among our people.
right, man.
It's so bad, bro. Like, look at freaking, we were talking about D-Wade last night. His son is a daughter now.
Yeah.
He's not Zion, he's Zaya Wade. They got him on freaking testosterone blockers and hormones and trying to make you think that's normal.
And you got Trina and that queen pushing that video
But
for
that no voting, no smash.
getting brothers trying to go out to vote, man.
Talking about you can't get
That's
this.
crazy.
You can't just get this boy, you can't get this cross-dressing he confused thing to smash if you don't vote. That's freaking disrespectful.
Man.
They're telling you that this is what you want in life. They have a whole big thing that just happened in Florida with the transformer that was sleeping with different men and basically not letting them know or like messing around, flirting with them in clubs. And that stuff is just all over the internet, man. They just really pushing that stuff heavy. They try, even on what there was a show that Genuine was on, a reality show. They were one of the trying to shame him. One of them he things was trying to shame him into kissing. He was like, no, I'm not down with that. And then they try to go on the line talking about, oh, he's anti-LGBT, he's blah blah blah. They try to shame him. These people are really trying to force a lot of stuff on our people because what they want us to be, again, Egypt inside, spiritual Edom inside. They're trying to promote that stuff among them. Got something? Yes, like the brother brought out with the Revelations 11 and 12 about how, you can go back to finishing that second episode, about how the Spirit came upon them and they stood upon their feet. And he said, come out of her, my people. They rose into the clouds. God take it. They're elect. That's what we're hoping to be.
Yep, that's right.
Now the brother's going to go into, before that happens, though, what is going to happen before the covenants of our fathers become effect and the laws are promoted in the earth.
Right.
That's what's going to go into it even further.
Verse 24. And we pass away out of the world as grasshoppers, and our life is astonishment and fear, and we are not worthy to obtain mercy.
Bro, that's so true. Dying left and right. Our lives as grasshoppers is cut short. You know, we're living in fear at all times.
Yep.
Them people ain't living in fear.
And they ain't showing no mercy.
Yeah.
They don't care what happens. They don't care what's happening. And most of our people, we so far away from the Most High, he ain't showing no mercy.
Yeah. He done removed his eyes away from us. He done cast his people off.
Yep.
He done cast his people off because they broken his covenant. And he done left us over and given us over to the heathen for a spoil.
That's right.
You know, go ahead.
Verse 25. What will he then do unto his name whereby we are called? Of these things have I asked. Then answered he me and said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world has fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with righteousness. So, what Ezra was saying, what the angel told Ezra, that what's sown is evil and wickedness throughout the earth. And he said that's going to have to be turned upside down and burned in order for the kingdom of heaven, for righteousness to be ushered in, man. Meaning, all these people that's planting this unrighteousness in the earth, they gonna have to be burned and turned upside down. That don't mean that the world's gonna end. It means their rulership is coming to an end.
Yeah.
The Most High gonna put it to an end, and He's gonna destroy a lot of them, man. They gonna go into change and fetters, all these elite.
Yep.
They gonna be captives. He gonna end their rulership, and He's gonna set up His kingdom in righteousness, man. And that's the only way it's gonna have to happen. That's the only way. So if a lot of you jakes, you think this place is not gonna be destroyed and not gonna be turned upside down, then you sadly mistaken, man. Because the Most High got some plans for this, and His word is not gonna come back void. It's gonna happen.
And this is like the brother said, Most High is gonna destroy those things. So when the kingdom is set up, all those things that causes those things and people that cause sin, I'm gonna get that. It's Matthew 13. We'll start at 13:36. So he's breaking down the parable that he read. It says, "Then Yahawashi sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked. The enemies that sow them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. Therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. It shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth." Now when you go into the parable, he's talking about those, the good seed is the elect of the kingdom, the bad seed is the tares, those that were sown among the people.
Yep.
Meaning the wicked Israelites. When you go to John 8, you can read actually that happened. When Yahawashi was talking to those wicked Israelites, I'm like, oh, we're going to follow Abraham, we be not born of fornication. But he said, you are the father of the devil. Right. So the devil sowed those wicked Israelites among the people and tried to, which was among the good Israelites, the good seed, the children of the kingdom. So all the stuff that Esau's promoting, he's going to get taken down. He's going to be whittled down. His elites are going to be rounded up for slavery. The remnant of his people will be rounded up in slavery. But the wicked of our people that followed his ways, followed after the heathen, that did not believe in the gospel, they're going to be taken, severed from the people, and they're going to be cast away into the fire. That's right. Now, the fire that the brother also brought out is also the destruction of Esau's kingdom, which will be judged by fire according to prophecies. That's right, man. Babylon is going to be put on fire, and it's going to be destroyed without inhabiting forever and ever. And it's going to be a memorial of what the Most High does to the wicked kingdom that promotes wickedness on the earth. It's going to be as a memorial for the other nations to see the judgment of what he was done. So fire is a big aspect of the judgment, and part of that is the Most High really allowing this thing to fester up to where the wickedness is so high that everybody across the world has to admit. So when he judges the earth, people don't know why. They don't know, like, the reason why this stuff is happening, these plagues coming upon the earth is shaking to and fro like a drunken man, is because the world had fell into great wickedness. And people don't know on that day when that earthquake happened, bro.
That's what I'm gonna say. It's one scripture that says
That's
that,
it. I think it's
that they're gonna recognize that the Most High, that's the Most
The
High
wrath of the
had
Lamb.
to do that.
The wrath, they said
Yeah.
they're gonna hide from the wrath of the Lamb.
Whenever they that one
Oh,
plague
get that. That's it. I think that's Revelation 11 and 13. I think you can read it from there.
when that one plague hit, they gonna realize that this is the Most High getting ready to visit the earth, man.
Everybody, the other nations gonna know.
Yep.
Because deep down inside, the other nations know that there's a higher power. Deep down inside, they can talk about, oh, we atheists, we worship Buddha, this, that, and other. Listen, when that time comes, because they're created by the Most High too, they're gonna know deep down inside, this thing that's happening is because of the wickedness we're doing on earth.
Yep.
And what we've done to the children of Israel, they're gonna deep down inside know something was happening.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the God of heaven. That was it. God. So they gonna know that earthquake gonna be so great.
Revelation 6.
That earthquake gonna be so great to where they're gonna realize that this is the Most High.
And when the elect gets saved,
6.
yeah, 6. Go about 13 and 14. Yeah, start at 12. Yeah.
Revelation 6 to 12. And I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became blackened as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island was moved out of its place.
That's scary.
And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in caves in the rocks of the mountain.
Why, huh?
And said to the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
They knew.
They already knew who it was.
They knew.
When that came up on them, they knew.
They said, the rich men, the kings, the mighty men, the bondmen, the free men, meaning men that are captive, that are held in prison, people that are free out roaming about. They knew this thing that's happened is so supernatural. We know it's that dude.
That's him.
What did Mark Jackson say? Mama, there goes that man. Well, Yahawashi, they know. Deep down inside, people gonna know, bro. Like even when we're kids growing up, dude, deep down inside,
even
you knew that there was something coming, or you knew that there was something greater outside, and you knew that stuff that was happening. You were like, damn, this was happening on the earth: earthquakes, hurricanes, natural disasters, massacres. You start to look and say, damn, this is life. Life is unpredictable. You need to understand that something controls this higher than us. And every day, these elites, they think about their immortality. They think about losing power. Listen, when you have power, you gotta hold it. Other people gonna try and take it down. This is something that's known about all history. It don't matter how powerful empire you think, they eventually fail. You have all the military power, all this stuff. Most High gonna raise up men around the world, or a subset of men is gonna eventually overthrow you. All the technology out ain't gonna stop that.
That's right, it ain't gonna help.
And that's why they try to create this system, this new world order. Control resource, control energy, control movement. You know, track everything you do. If you step out of line and don't do what they say, they can erase you. Boom, you don't exist anymore. You're out of the metaverse. You know what I mean? You can't go get something, you can't go get something, you can't get a place to stay. You're done. You're an untouchable. You're an undesirable. Yep. People are not going to want to be that. That's what they're about to do to Kanye. They're about to snap him out the metaverse, about to unplug him from every system that would allow him to really survive and thrive. You're gonna make an example out of it. And a lot of you people gonna be sitting there all confused. Because ain't no apology. They got past the point of him coming back, hey, I apologize. He can't pull that Nick Cannon.
He passed that.
He passed the stage of doing what Nick Cannon did.
Yeah, they probably didn't offer offered it to him. He refused it. As the brother say, he going all out.
He going DEFCON 3.
DEFCON 3. But they making like that was so offensive. That's what DEFCON 3, like a threat.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do nothing to
raise up an army or something.
Yeah, you can't do.
He's talking about I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
So if you meet one of these carrot tops in the street somewhere, and be like, man, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
So they gonna punish you then for that. Just because like you done stole my identity. And I can't tell you that you stole my identity.
Identity and land. He didn't say nothing about land. All he talking about was just identity. About the identity that we're the real Jews. How can I be anti-Semitic? I can show you anti-Semitic music. He's talking about that in the interview where he showed him what anti-Semitic music is, meaning anti-Jew music is. It's the music that y'all telling us to promote. Kill your brother, steal from him, smash his girl. You know, that's really the anti-Semitism or the anti-Jew music is the stuff that you telling us to promote.
That's right, man.
The culture you telling us to live by, that you're poisoning the minds of our younger generation.
Yep.
And that's why it's gotten to the point where certain men are like saying they don't even want to be a part of our people because of just the degradation. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go get my passport and get out of here. I'm done with the culture. I'm done. I'm not gonna save the community. The community don't care about me. The community want to destroy me. The community says I'm not good enough for it. The community says I gotta sacrifice what I have to make the community happy, to make these rebellious women happy and their kids.
Yeah.
And these guys say, we ain't signing up for that. So the stuff is broken, bro.
It's sadly broken, man. And it's too far gone to repair.
Yeah.
When these jakes thinking they gonna repair our community, they sadly mistaken, man.
It's too far gone. We need a savior.
Too far gone, man.
We need a savior in this one. That's what they don't want to admit. You want to think you can turn the tide of like the way our people have been poisoned, especially here in Babylon, bro. It's already bad, getting bad outside the world, but over here it's like so bad. It's like, bro, how can you think that we can continue for even another generation and survive? What's that going to even look like 20 years from now? It's done. So this is how you know the time is ticking, an hourglass. That sand is coming to an end where we have no choice but at this point to turn to Yahawashi, to turn to the Most High in belief in His Son, Yahawashi, to get our sins remitted, to believe in the gospel, and to basically get out of here, get these prophecies rolling. These prophecies come to pass, instruction comes, you get delivered, and these enemies go down. And we're at the point where the whole world sees us really is seeing the power structure and who controls it, man.
Yep, that's right.
We're seeing that the quote-unquote West, as they call it, which is the main power structure of the beast. Remember, it said the beast had a feet like a bear. What does that mean? The feet is the end of that particular rulership, that beast. Who's that bear? Who's known as the bear? Feet like a bear, God and Magog. When we go into Ezekiel 39 and 40.
Esau know that, man.
Okay.
Esau know these things.
You know what I'm saying?
He know. They know what's coming.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's why, like the scripture say, he gonna try to go and destroy as many as he can, man. He gonna go through like a roaring lion, trying to destroy as many as he can.
Yeah, you know what? Spoiling them that fear the Lord. That's why a lot of the stuff that they're gonna do with the society is they're gonna basically filter out who's the people that really fear the Lord. Okay, we're gonna roll out the vaccines. Okay, these people didn't take it. We're gonna roll out this wickedness. We're gonna promote it. They're gonna say we don't want to do that. Then after a while, they're gonna be like, okay, these people are isolating themselves from this society. We know who they are. Oh, y'all don't want to do this. Oh, y'all don't want to do that. Okay, cool, boom. You're the target. You're the enemy of the state because you're not going after the New World Order goals and the ways.
Then here comes Jacob's trouble.
That's what they're gonna want to bring. And a lot of people are being conditioned to basically self-police. That's why you had a lot of people in their own families trying to make them get chipped up, get shot up with the VPAC, man. It was people's own families and friends and co-workers that was on them. Not even the government directly. So a lot of these people are going to promote that. And it's going to lead to more division, especially as things get more scarce in society. As the economy begins to unravel itself.
And all these, like these celebrities, they ain't going to want to lose their bag. So they're going to definitely promote whatever agenda they want them to.
Right.
You see how they all done backpedaled away from Kanye, man.
For real.
Because these people, whoever affiliate themselves with them, they gonna go down too.
Yeah.
They gonna think, oh, you thinking the same way he thinking? Okay then. We're gonna take away your paycheck.
Yep. You better believe them boys block this number.
That's why they backpedaling, man. You seen Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube did the crawfish. Ice Cube did a crawfish on him, man.
Bruh.
And don't say my name.
He said, I don't know
Keep
what
my name about your mouth.
You wrote that stuff on social media, let people know.
Yeah.
What Kanye must said about me, I ain't had no conversation with him.
Man.
All that stuff he's part of, I'm trying to keep my big three, I'm trying to keep these movies.
Shoot,
I'm good over here.
We'll go back and listen to Ice Cube's album. What was that? American. What was the name of his album? America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted with the 3 Ks.
Go back and listen to that. Man, that boy saying calling the Jewish out their name, everything.
Oh, he saw their name. All kind of names.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean,
Everything.
Oh my God.
And they let him get away with it. It's like they wasn't listening to that back then.
Yeah, that somebody fell asleep at the desk right there and approved it. And then when the CDs got printed,
It was too late.
it was too late.
He couldn't take it off the press, he was making money. Yeah, man. This is where we at. This is where we at, man. We just hope that the brother Kanye, man, find some guidance somewhere, man. You know, find him one of these books right here.
Yeah, get him under some teachers.
That's it.
That
Get him
truly
under
know
some
the gospel.
teachers, man. Yep.
Don't be like an old boy. What's that dude, Brandon T. Jackson?
Don't get up under nobody just trying to get you for your bag either.
Get dipped in that water in the name of Yahawashi, but you know, he's at a point, man. It's like he got too many yes men around him, and he got people that's gonna try and do him dirty or try and get money out of him before he get closed out.
Yeah.
And he's in a position where it's just like
He in a sticky situation right now, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully the brother come through all right, man, and be able to make the Most High protect him from these Edomites. But who knows, man? We know that the Most High used him for some purpose.
Oh yeah,
But we don't know what the purpose is quite yet.
Yeah.
Because we don't know, he could be using him just to wake up a lot of our people that sleep.
Yeah.
But who knows, man? Brother might have some bigger things he got to do. Never know.
Never know.
Most High might just put that spirit up on him, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Yahawashi was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. And when the disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahawashi understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she had pointed this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be peace in the whole world, there shall also what this woman had done atone for the memorial of her.
With that, we're going to give all the glory and all the honor and all the praises to the Most High God, Yahweh, in the name of his begotten Son, Yahawashi. Peace to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.